Alright, so quick as possible, this is the context. You probably know anyway if you're watching this, but this guy made a video. This guy made a fake response to it, posing as a farmer, where he was basically dispassionate and justifying violence and cruelty. Basically pretending to be a farmer. This guy made a response to this response and broadcast it to like 1,500 people as if it was real as well. And then some people in the comments responded to this response, saying it's pretty obvious that it's a fake and it's not going to do you any favors putting this shit out. Then this guy must have seen it, or some people must have contacted him, because this video's been up for like 2 months, and then straight away the guy comes on, he comes clean, he changes the titles, which is a good thing, but he should have done that from day one, and changes the description. So this video you're going to watch now, if you're still watching, is going to be a response to a response to a response to a response. If I'm right with that. Okay, so the new title is Farmer's Perspective on Vegans, Land of Hope and Glory, brackets, not a real farmer, but a vegan activist speaking from a farmer's point of view. How exactly do you speak from a farmer's point of view if you're a vegan activist? Okay, unless he's a farmer himself, I'm imagining like maybe he's farming herbs and maybe he's smoking too many of them. Okay, new description. Unfortunately, I didn't like screenshot the old one or whatever. That is something different. So now it's a farmer's perspective on vegans, land of hope and glory, brackets, not a real farmer, but a vegan activist speaking from a farmer's point of view. Okay, some farmers messaged asking to take this video down, worried that it was going to make them look even worse than they do now. So I kept it up. There always seems to be a mix of comments, including quite a lot of people wondering if there's actually a farmer or a vegan activist, both from farmer and vegan comments. Now that a lot of people have seen it, I decided that it would be best to make it nice and clear that it's not a farmer, but a vegan activist. Now, I don't think it's that a lot of people have seen it. I think it's that it's backfired and it's made you look like a bit of a cunt, and it's made vegan activists as a whole look kind of gullible and overly polarized. So basically, this has got fuck all, in my opinion, to do with. Okay, now enough people have seen it. It's been clear that it's fucking backfired on you. Okay, the reason behind making the video, a few months back, there was quite a lot in the UK press about farmers claiming that vegans were lying and spreading propaganda. What do you think this video is that you've made? Okay, about them, threatening, etc. So I reached out and spent quite a lot of time talking to farmers and listening to their explanations. If you say so. Some said they would agree to an interview, but none of them actually did. So we were left, so a group of you, okay, we were left with vegans, the public, saying farmers were doing bad things. And farmers were saying that is rubbish, but not offering any explanations. So based on my phone conversations with farmers, I decided to make a video of how I believe they would do a response video, assuming they were going to be honest and open. I was obviously unable to find a real person. Okay, that's fine, but you didn't present this as a work of fiction or satire, and it was obviously certainly done enough that most of the people who saw it thought it was real. Okay, I truly believe that this is about the only way any farmer could explain, justify, defend things, assuming they were being honest and open. I won't hold my breath. Were you being honest and open with the way you presented this video? Are you saying that I truly believe that this is about the only way any farmer could explain, justify, defend? Why don't you give them a voice? I mean, I don't mean give them your voice, like give them a voice, see what they actually say, alright? If any farmer disagrees, then I'd love to see them upload their own video response. Well, yes, sir, that would be nice, but doesn't really justify putting your own fake one up and presenting it as real. Okay, it seems to surprise many people with what he, brackets the imaginary farmer, was saying, and people, vegans, called him mad, an idiot, a psycho. But how else could any farmer explain it? Why don't you talk to one? Is this imaginary farmer any madder or psychotic than any farmer? He is just describing what is happening and what other farmers are doing, just not admitting to. Okay, yes, they are doing terrible things. They are torturing and killing animals for profit. But just like our meat-eater friends and meat-eater family members, they're probably mostly in some sort of massive denial and don't think of themselves as evil, doing bad things. We know that it's hard enough for meat-eaters to admit what they are doing and make a change. But for farmers, fearing losing lots of money, it will be even less likely for them to make changes. Some do, which is amazing. I think we should not be surprised when we see terrible videos of happenings on farms and in slaughterhouses. To these people, these industries, the animals are products, and they are there for profit. If you ask a farmer or a friend of a farmer, they will always tell you that they love their animals, they treat them well, etc. They will tell you that the videos you are sharing are not true, just propaganda. Would you describe this video you've made where you pretend to be a farmer as true? Okay, I wouldn't. But I think that if they were being honest, they would say something like this video. The original title was Farmer's Perspective on Vegans, Land of Hope and Glory. The updated title is, okay, we know what that is. Starts out, if you're a vegan who believes I should not have posted this video, I respect your opinion, but I personally believe that it was well worth doing and I'm very proud of it. I'm of course sorry if that has upset or offended anyone, as this was obviously not my intention. It probably wasn't your intention to make vegan activists or whatever look like a bunch of lying cunts who spread misinformation and fake propaganda, but that's basically what you've done. And if they're pissed off with you, that's a fucking good thing. And yeah, you owe them an apology. We're all trying to do our bit in our own ways, and some people will probably not like all of your techniques and will probably not like some of your techniques. Completely agree. But we're all on the same side, and this should be about the animals, not about individuals. Well, what do you think's the result of you putting out this kind of shit? Do you think that's bringing people together onto the same side of animals, or do you think it's being extremely divisive? Okay, I don't know. I just think like you're obviously well-meaning with what you've done. You've done this for what you think is the right reasons, but you've ended up damaging your cause, in my opinion, and the way it's perceived. You've made a lot of people, you've deceived a lot of vegans. Okay, like non-vegans probably haven't even watched this content, but just go to Foot Soldier's video, okay, and read some of the comments. You've completely deceived all of those people, right? They now look stupid. You've deceived like Foot Soldier himself, okay, like whatever credibility he had is being pretty much it's taken a knock from this, right? And and yeah, man, just fucking like truth kind of matters. That's my 2 cents on the situation anyway.